Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Monday. I think everyone painfully aware of that. Still painfully hot out there in the 90s. That's going to change by just a few degrees for just a few days as a result of a cold front that's already sparking showers and storms across much of eastern Kentucky. I'll talk about that trend, how long we're going to see that, and how we're going to get back to the 90s in just a short while weather-wise. But some severe storms certainly are something to be on the lookout for the foreseeable future. We'll talk about a structure fire over the course of the weekend since I saw you last. A former state police trooper who, out of the academy, served in Magoffin and I believe Johnson and other counties many years ago, has now officially been indicted on several serious felony sex related charges involving a minor or minors, and a host of other news and information. And of course, in lieu of yesterday's record setting, if you will, number of positive COVID cases here in the Commonwealth, new restrictions as have been issued, or recommendations issued as well by the governor's office just a few moments ago. I'll run through those, give you some new data, talk about some local numbers as well, and much more before I leave you for what once again could be a stormy weekend. Let's go ahead and begin with a couple of reports before we get to our coronavirus information. We'll begin with a structure fire which was responded to by the District 3 Fire Department. The house fully engulfed in flames, I'm told by the chief of the department, with the one occupant, I believe, out upon their arrival. These still pictures sent in by a viewer of a structure fire that happened very early this morning, I believe around 4:30 this morning on Herman Dyer Cemetery Road. That's off of River Road in Magoffin County. That's also in the District 3 Fire Department coverage area, where I spoke with Chief Tanner Stevens earlier today via the telephone, who confirmed that the resident, a Frankie Dyer, said that he was in the bed at the time of the blaze beginning, that he was awakened by the fire and or smoke and made it out safely and was out upon arrival of emergency personnel. He also told the fire department that he had been remodeling a portion of the home, and that's where he believed the fire may have originated. The cause of the fire still yet to be determined by the fire department, but the structure was fully engulfed in flames upon their arrival and completely destroyed. Chief Stevens says that his department is still working to try to determine the nature of the fire. Again, resident Frankie Dyer said to be uninjured. In other headlines, closing in on what would have been 2 years since a former state police officer and a then Bath County sheriff's deputy was arrested on serious sexual related charges involving a minor or minors. That same officer or former officer has since been indicted on numerous felony counts. It was in November of 2018 when former Kentucky State Police trooper and Bath County Sheriff's deputy at the time, 37 then-year-old Joshua Priest, was initially arrested at his Moorhead home, facing at least one charge of using electronic communications to procure a minor for sex. Fast forward to late last week, the Bath County grand jury returned an indictment for 39-year-old now Joshua Eugene Priest of Rowan County, and he was arrested subsequently on Friday and placed in the Rowan County Detention Center on a total of 14 counts of promoting a sexual performance with a minor, 15 counts of possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, 1 count of distribution of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, 1 count of rape in the 3rd degree, and 2 counts of sexual abuse in the 3rd degree. He was ordered held on a $100,000 cash bond while the case continues to be investigated by the Secret Service Electronic Crimes Task Force, as well as state police from Post 8 and the Attorney General's office. He is accused of sexually assaulting a minor in November of 2018 and accused of asking for and receiving sexually graphic images of minors online between November of 2017 and October of 2018. Priest served as a state police trooper here in Magoffin and Johnson counties after initially graduating the State Police Academy. He did so for a number of months or maybe even possibly years before then becoming a sheriff's deputy in Bath County after no longer being employed by the Kentucky State Police. A lot of ground to cover in this evening's COVID update. Health departments in eastern Kentucky issuing new numbers since I saw you last. Floyd County reporting 3 new cases now, nearly 60 cases confirmed in Floyd County. Pike County, 160 cases after just 11 new cases have been reported there in their most recent update. Wolfe County holding at 6, Montgomery County holding at 7. No new cases to be reported by the local health department today, or since I saw you on Friday. Johnson and Breathitt County still at 16. Morgan County adding a few more now at 23 cases. Knott County at 26. Floyd County at last report 58 confirmed cases of COVID-19. But it was yesterday's numbers which have drawn great cause for concern from the governor's office and that of state health officials. Yesterday announcing nearly 1,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. And when taking into account Kentucky's mortality rate at 3%, health officials today pointing out that those 1,000 cases yesterday will likely result in 30 deaths from just those cases. And that's also in conjunction with announcing a continued increased number of positivity, not because more tests are being done, but, as Dr. Stack and the governor of Kentucky put it today, because we are seeing a more aggressive COVID virus, they say, we are seeing a higher positivity rate that has nothing to do with the number of individuals being tested, calling it an exponential climb that Dr. Stack says has us set to be possibly the next Florida or New York or Arizona or Louisiana. Louisiana now in its second go-around with the coronavirus.
And I've shown graphs like that before. It's happened in Arizona, it's happened in New York City, it's happened in Florida and in Texas. And the concern is that we're on that exponential climb. But our fate is in our hands. And I have had the opportunity now to be criticized by people who think we're doing too much and by people who think we're doing too little. It means maybe we've got it about right. Maybe since people are upset on either extreme, maybe we've got it about right. But we know we can control this. We've proven that. And other states have proven it. So New York City was ground zero for the very first city to get crushed by this virus. They took aggressive steps, very much like what we did here, and they shut it down. And then they got down to either 0 or almost 0 deaths recently in a day. And then Arizona and Texas and Florida and South Carolina and other states are now showing that it'll climb right back up again. But we've got one state in there that went through the journey twice. Louisiana had a big spike on the front, took aggressive measures, shut it down, and got it under control, and then relaxed quickly, and now they're spiking again. So we know that the things that we've recommended work. I've told you many times, there's a lot we don't know. The thing that strikes me about the people I respect most who talk about this topic, the scientists, the public health professionals, is the consistent sense of humility about the many things we don't know and the things we don't know we don't know. And the difficulty in trying to manage through the fog of uncertainty as we're trying to recommend things to you. So I'm here to tell you now that Sunday was a rude wake-up call. Sunday is a warning, it's a shot across the bow. If we don't intervene, then we're going to see the fate here in Kentucky that they're seeing in some of these other states. And our fate is collectively in Team Kentucky's hands. Where we go from here is in each one of your hands, whether we can adopt a simple measure like wearing a mask, which more and more people, more and more experts say, this one measure alone, if we do it consistently and every time we come within 6 feet of each other, this one measure could help control this pandemic well enough to bridge us until we get to a vaccine, treatments, and cures.
Dr. Stack and Governor Beshear both pleading with the Commonwealth of Kentucky and its people to not buy into the myths, to the falsehoods that are circulating social media, saying that more people are testing positive and not because more people are being tested. But looking at May 17th and July the 17th and the exact same number of tests, Kentucky's positivity rate is higher as the virus has gotten more aggressive. Beshear saying that in a phone call with the White House just today, they are recommending certain measures if we are hit hard and we do not get the virus under control, which includes the wearing of masks, which Kentucky is already doing, reducing restaurant capacity back down to 25% and closing bars. That's if Kentucky can't get the virus under control. And Beshear said with consecutive days, 7 or 8, the highest totals thus far for Kentucky, and 1,000 cases reported just yesterday, he is issuing a new travel advisory for Kentuckians and bringing back down the number of people allowed at social gatherings.
When we look at the clusters that we have, it is travel to Myrtle Beach, travel to Myrtle Beach, travel to Florida to a beach, travel to another South Carolina beach, travel to a different beach. And I've been up here, admittedly, I've been begging and pleading for people not to go when we know how much has been brought back. And sadly, a person will go to the beach, a place where 1 in 5 people are testing positive. And they'll come back and they'll go to work and then they'll go to church and then they'll do a number of other things. And it spreads throughout those areas too and can shut down the work. It can really impact the church, and it's something that we've got to take stronger steps towards. So today, we're putting out a travel advisory where we are asking for anyone who goes to a state that has over a 15% positivity rate to quarantine for 14 days when they come back. This is a request for each of the individuals, but folks, 15% is really dangerous. It's not like we put the line where this group suggests you stop reopening. That's at 5%. What this means is these are areas where right now this virus is uncontrolled, and I'm not blaming any of these areas. Actually, Mississippi's Governor Tate Reeves was on the call today, and you could hear the pain. He cares about his people. This has happened really fast, and I want the absolute best for everybody. But these are areas that right now we know aren't safe. You look at Arizona, almost 1 in 4 individuals is testing positive there. So this is something that, again, we need people to change their plans because it's a life and death matter for this Commonwealth.
And in addition to the travel advisory, the governor also lowering the number of people allowed at social gatherings, backyard barbecues, block parties, things of that nature, which had been increased up to 50, now brought back to 10 as it was weeks ago. The governor is stressing that does not affect businesses, venues, outdoor weddings, things of that nature, which are regulated and ordered to follow social distancing and other guidelines, but personal gatherings, which are now limited to 10 individuals in order to keep the virus from getting completely out of control and in order to continue to keep businesses open and to allow schools to be open in the coming weeks, which would not be allowed to do so under increasing numbers like what we're seeing. Beshear also announcing 250 confirmed cases for today and another Kentucky life lost. And again, no new local cases here, but in other local news, the Sagersville City Council to meet tonight, the McGoffin County Fiscal Court to meet tomorrow. I believe our Board of Education in McGoffin County meets this week as well, and a host of other news that we have set for you later on throughout the rest of this week. I've got more news for tonight right after these words. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. it's what a lot of you have been waiting for. They're back, but only for a limited time. Loaded potato wedges at your Sagersville Lee's famous recipe. That's right, our famous hand-cut homemade potato wedges smothered in cheddar cheese, real crispy bacon, topped with either sour cream or ranch, your choice. And they're still only $2.49 with tax. Get them while you can at your Sagersville Lee's. Tire in Staffordsville is now a proud partner of Rough Country for all of your suspension and lift kit applications. And you can always go to conleytire.net to get the latest offers. Like right now, $100 when you buy a set of Mickey Thompsons, $100 on a set of Continentals, and many, many more summer deals, including $35 computer diagnostics. That's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400. Got a few announcements for you on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar, and that's where we're headed now. First up, the Sagersville Grade School wants parents and families to know that kindergarten registration is ongoing right now. You can stop in and register in person, or you can register your child over the phone. Regardless, if you have any questions, call the school at 349-3411. The McGoffin County Farmers Market is open at its temporary location this season at the McGoffin County Extension Service on Route 114, Tuesday and Friday of each week, 3 to 6, and they're accepting senior market vouchers and WIC market vouchers. Call 349-5152 seniors at the Senior Citizen Center to get your voucher there. WIC vouchers can be received from the Health Department, 349-6212. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 to 6, or until they sell out, which does happen because they got a lot going on up there, and a lot of folks like it. And a lot of folks like using our community calendar, and whenever you want to, here it is. That's how you get information to me so I can tell everyone else about it. Monday's obituaries, as are nightly, brought to you by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, and services were held earlier today for Alma Faye Jenkins Arnett of Sagersville, who passed away Friday at the age of 80. She was the daughter of the late William Arthur and Ora Mae Montgomery Jenkins. She survived by her husband Larry Arnett, son Anthony Arnett, sisters Dorothy Jenkins, Shirley Russell, and Colleen Fugit, and brother Hubert Jenkins, and a number of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Once again, services held earlier today in her honor. 69-year-old Irma Conley, Irma Laura Burke Conley, wife of Kenneth Wayne Conley, passed away on Thursday. She was the daughter of the late Douglas and Martha Perry Burke. She survived by Kenneth, as well as their daughter, April Lynn Watkins, brothers Paul Douglas Burke, James Burke, William Burke, and sisters Dorothy Bailey, Betty Sue Sloan, Debbie Stanford, and 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Funeral services in Irma's honor are going to be held tomorrow morning at 11 from the Burning Fork Community Church. Friends can call on the McGoffin County Funeral Home this evening and at the church before tomorrow's services for visitation. All Pro understands that we are all just trying to make it through these most difficult of times, and they want you to know that they're here to help with any repairs or projects that you need done. Big or small, doesn't matter. They've got 0% financing for 18 months and long-term financing if you need it. If you need anything from a new gutter to a new house or a new garage, call All Pro Gutter Works and Construction, 349-9999.
that Vic in the Hammer Lane, and this is what I'll say. Well, that road is long, and my eyes are wide, playing country music, treating people right.
First, it was pennies, and now it's everything. Because of the pandemic, most banks haven't been able to order their weekly amount of coins for weeks. And without all of the fundraisers and activities going on, a lot of that change that would normally be in circulation isn't. So the Sagersville National Bank says now is a great time to help out and cash in. Bring your coins to either drive-through, or if you've got a lot, call ahead to give them to someone at the door and help your local businesses. And remember, you can pay all of your bills and practically do all of your banking on their mobile and online services, and all inside and lobby services are still available by appointment at Sagersville National Bank. Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive, but don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sagersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. The seasonal shop is open, and they're still doing curbside pickup, so you can call and place orders and they'll still bring them out to you. And inside, you'll find all new merchandise throughout the entire store, all new spring and summer women's clothing from Charlie Page and Mud Pie, accessories, jewelry, shoes, and bags too, casual outfits for everyday or special occasion outfits and dresses. And if you've been home a lot and really want to freshen up your decor, they have so much to choose from, and they're happy to give you any fresh ideas that you might need. And just in, a large selection of Simply Southern and Candleberry at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Here's what I was talking about earlier. This cold front is giving us showers and storms, and some could be on the strong, even severe side. Look up there, around Cynthiana, coming into Flemingsburg there, out of Owenton. They're getting hammered right about now. And that could be the scenario for any of us over the course of the next several hours. Showers and thunderstorms as a result of a cold front that's kind of slowing down as it gets here and over us. And that will be the scenario for the next several hours and into your Tuesday. As a result, temperatures will ease just a tiny bit, and then it's right back to the 90s. So we're going to call it, as is the National Weather Service, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms before mainly 11 tonight, otherwise partly cloudy, sticky out there, and a low of around 70 degrees for your Tuesday. Now, we're still going to see the 90s tomorrow. Don't get too excited about a little bit of a break in the temperatures, and they're not going to be that great when they get here, but 91 tomorrow, and we're still going to have heat indices right around 99 to 100 degrees tomorrow. So it's going to be another brutally hot day tomorrow. Partly sunny skies and a 60% chance of showers and storms pretty much late morning, definitely mid and late afternoon will be the best shot, kind of like today. So another hot one, partly sunny, and stormy one for your Tuesday. Tuesday night, the shower chances, they wane down to about 30% by the time we get around 10 o'clock or so. Still close to 70 tomorrow night. But shower and thunderstorm chances crank back up again Wednesday as well. We're going to see right around 89 degrees, and that will put us closer to the mid-90s in heat index form. But 60% chance of showers and storms again on your Wednesday. Mostly cloudy skies, upper 60s for nighttime lows Wednesday night. By the time Thursday rolls around, we finally see just a bit of an ebb in temperatures. Mid-80s finally, but shower and storm chances, they're not going anywhere. 60% Thursday and 60% Thursday night as well. Temperature still holding on to the upper 60s for nighttime lows. Friday, we're still holding on to the mid-upper 80s and a 40% chance of showers and storms, partly sunny skies, and that will be the last of the 80s because the 90s roll right back in. Saturday, 90 and sunny and dry, but shower chances come back Sunday and Monday as the 90s stick around. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow. Sagersville City Council coverage and other news that you'll only see here. Good night, and thanks for watching.